Afternoon, YouTube. I'm tired. I'm tired in my bones. This has been quite a week. Quite a week. On Monday, my friend and I went to do some errands, and she and I were on our way home, and we got rear-ended really badly by a young driver, a young man, and he hit the car once, and we had enough, my friend and I had enough time to look at each other before he hit the car again, just as hard as the first time. And we couldn't, you know how you are, you're like, that just didn't happen, did it? That just couldn't have happened. So he did not hit us a third time. And he got out of the car, and I got out of the car. And he was kind of, all he did was say, "Oh, I'm sorry, I'm so sorry, I'm so sorry." You know, you could tell he was raised very well. "I'm so sorry, I'm so sorry." And I got my cell phone out, and I handed it to him, and I said, "Call your mother." So he did. And I looked at the two cars, and his car was nothing accordioned. It just it was hit and things fell off. And his car was worse off than my friend's. And my friend had just bought her car 2 days before that. So she was hysterical. My head, I was in the back seat because I always sit in the back seat because of my seizures. I had my helmet on, which is the kind of helmet that is not made of hard plastic. It's made of this wonderful kind of, I don't know what the material is, but it's about, that won't work. It's about this thick. There we go. And upon impact, it absorbs the energy and spreads it out over the whole helmet. So you're not just, it makes the impact a lot less. So I had my helmet on because of epilepsy. So my head actually hit the back of the passenger seat right on top, both times. And it hurt, I could tell, but it didn't hurt like it didn't even give me a headache. But it hurt when it was the impact. And so, my friend called 911, and she speaks Spanish, and in a case like this accident, you cannot expect her to speak English at all. You don't have time to translate. So she was speaking to 911 in Spanish and having a very hard time. So she thrust her telephone into my hands, and I took the call, and she was just, well, you know how she was. She was shaken beyond belief, and I think she was in pain. The airbag did not deploy, but her seatbelt kind of did her, and her head didn't hit the steering wheel. So nobody was badly hurt, but psychologically she was very, very injured. Terrible shape. So 911 told us all to get on the sidewalk. Whoa, that's a good idea. We didn't even think of that. We're all standing around our cars, and traffic is trying to get by, and you don't think about things like getting to safety in a situation like that. But so we all went on the sidewalk, and since I live in a neighborhood where most people are Hispanic, there were people there right away to help my friend. And I tried to tell them, the ones that spoke English, get her into the shade. And I got that young driver into the shade, and by that time he was just shaking really bad. And so another man tried to calm him down, but that wasn't working. And I got into the shade, and by that time the medics were there and the police were there. And they attended to my friend first, which was really good. And then they came over and asked how I was. And I must have had a lot of adrenaline that day because the impact of just being in the accident hadn't hit me yet. It's hit me today, finally, the emotional part of being in the accident. So that makes me tired, but it's also a little depressing and stressful. And so I'm okay. I did not get hurt. The boy didn't appear to be hurt, but I don't know. His mother came, and the medics did not take my friend to the hospital. Well, first of all, she can't afford an ambulance ride. Who can? But she got her son to take her, which is good. She really did need to go. And so we were both checked out and then released. We're okay. We're emotionally upset. And anyway, but I lost my telephone during all that. So I had to spend 2 days without a phone. And we were afraid that I wasn't going to get it back, but they finally found it in her car, which is in the shop now, I guess. So anyway, that was that day. And yesterday my mom came and took my son and I to lunch, and we ate out of the grocery store, but it's the kind that has the fantastic deli counter that you can buy anything. So I got a slice of pizza and immediately got sick, like within half hour. So that was not that good of a day. And it's been really, really, really windy, and it hasn't taken a toll on my plants because I greenhoused them. So they're doing all right, and I'm really glad. And okay, I've made a new intro, which you've already seen. And that's all for today. I've written up some tag questions, and I might do that later on today. We shall see. Okay. Bye. Goodbye, YouTube.